Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to Space Chick Crypto. My name is Elizabeth Howard, and today I'm going to talk about AI. You know, I talk about AI in the space cabin all the time, and of course, MetaMonkey.AI. What's up, crypto realists? Yes, MMAI fam in the space cabin. Nice. Oh, okay. What's up? Hello, Owl Cleary. How are you? I'm gonna pull up the chart here and take a look, but there's so much more to this project than the chart. I tell you that right now, but a lot of people want to look at it. So let's look at it really quick, go over it, but I'm going to follow up with letting y'all know why I think MetaMonkey.AI is more than a crypto, and it is more than a crypto, to be honest with you. It's more like a business, in my opinion. So it's sitting at the price where it launched, which is good. Pretty much about the price whenever it was launched, and the holder count just keeps going up. You see what I'm saying with projects? So we've talked about this in the space. Like, if you don't see the holder count going up, you got to kind of raise an eyebrow. And the holder count has gone up. It's been this project was launched 90 days ago. So you got to kind of give it a break if you're worried about the holder count, but it has gone up. Somebody DM'd me and said, well, the holder count's not going up. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. You can check out the total liquidity is $2.1 million. But nice. Yeah, the holder count is going up, and I'll tell you why it's going up, because the community is getting stronger and stronger every day, as you see. And also, they're active. They're active on Twitter. They're active in Twitter Spaces. They're all over the place. And that's what type of project I want to be in. I want to be in a project where I see devs, I see them, informing people. All right. If you're not following me on SpaceChick_1111, go ahead and do so. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will most definitely. Give me one moment. Oh, I'm fixing to have a legend in the space. Go ahead, any MetaMonkey.AI fam, come on in. Sending the link in Telegram right now. All right. Cool. I'm excited. Get to really talk about what's going on. Hey, Tim, I see you in here. Cool. Here we go. And then here you go, Mr. Austin. I'm excited. Yeah, there's so much going on with MetaMonkey.AI. It is more than a crypto. It is a blockchain. They have so many different things going on. It's unreal. Unreal. We're going to get into all of that. I know. Austin is here. What's up, GS? All right. He's not stalking us. He always has a co-pilot seat for sure. Oh my goodness. That is so funny. What's up, big watch dude? Awesome. What is up?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Long time no see.
I know. I space napped you again. That's awesome.
Hope all is well. Yeah, dude. Crazy times yesterday with the markets going down, but I'm still excited for what we've been able to accomplish. I gotta say it. So.
Oh yeah, Bitcoin is still holding at 17. Some people were saying, "Oh, it's going to go down to 10." Well, it didn't. Thank you very much.
I know.
I
I'm
just
happy
think
it didn't. I'm happy it did not go all the way down. It started to I was on stream and it was just like going down, and you could just watch it by the minute, and it sort of bottomed out. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
What do you think about the people that were representing crypto yesterday, though? That's my only concern. Like, can we get somebody like you up there, Charles Hoskinson? Where are these people? Like, why was Ben McKenzie there?
It blows my mind to sort of start thinking about like, a lot of these people have no idea what crypto is. Like they've heard about crypto. They might understand it from like some side of it, but like a lot of them don't know the difference between a coin and a token. That's the sad part. You know what I mean? Like they really don't know what they're talking about. I mean, and the people that are represented, the people that are up there even in Congress right now have no idea like what crypto is. And they're sitting there going to make judgment on this. It's just, I don't know. It's concerning. It's disappointing. But I guess that's the times right now, you know?
Yeah, I was like a little concerned to whenever I saw him up there talking and then Kevin O'Leary hanging around. I'm like, oh, you need to go away.
Well, I mean, like, he
We
doesn't really
don't
know what he's
need
talking. It's like Jim. It's like everyone, you know, trying to take, you know, stock advice from Jim Cramer. I mean, really, that's who we're
so
talking
true.
about.
I know, right? No, seriously. Like they were talking about whenever Mark Zuckerberg even they interviewed him, one of the members asked, "Well, how do you even log into Facebook?" So they don't know anything about technology. So cryptocurrency is like magic to them.
How do you log into Facebook?
Yeah, no, seriously. That's why I was just like, oh, we're in trouble.
But we don't have a lot to say. I mean, Sam Bankman-Fried did use QuickBooks to run a multi-billion-dollar, you know,
I know. And you
exchange.
know their stock went up. You know. That's so crazy. And yeah, he doesn't know where all those billions of dollars are. No idea. He has no idea. But he knows what's going on in his company.
I mean, like that's the thing is, I don't think he even knows what's going. I don't think he really knew what was going on in his company. I mean, it's going to be really weird. The next year or two, when all this stuff really comes out, and we really start to see the fallout and everything that sort of gets put on the table, it's going to be a very interesting next couple of years.
It is. All I know is crypto is going to win in the end. That's what I think. I think crypto is going to win in the end. Did you see what Pharma Bro? Hold on, Austin, I got to talk to you. I know we're going to go over MetaMonkey.AI.
There we go.
But
Tell me.
did you see what Pharma Bro said? That he was able to link or check or figure out who Satoshi Nakamoto is, and it's like a former cartel person. He said,
Really?
"Oh, I was able to crack it." Like, dude, he loves attention so much though that I'm thinking there's no way. Like, when did you do this in prison? Who gave you a laptop?
That's crazy, dude. No, I did not hear that news. Where did that pop out today?
That was in Benzinga. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
Benzinga.
yes. And then his YouTube channel though, he loves attention. He loves to argue with people. So I'm like, maybe he just didn't get any more attention. He wants to talk. He knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is.
Controversy, stirs, views. I mean, controversy is a big thing. I mean, as much as people want to avoid controversy, there's a lot of people out there. I mean, I don't know if you know who Ariel Hawani is. He's a big MMAI guy, just the controversy that surrounds him. And he's a really nice guy, but I mean, he gets a ton of views. When there's controversy, views go the 10 times, you know what I mean? But when there's no controversy, it's like, basic views. And it happens in the space at all. I mean, Rodney says it all the time. He's like, dude, I make Saitama videos because it's controversy and I get a lot of views. And it's like, you can't knock the algorithm. You know what I mean?
It's true. And there is an algorithm. Richard Hart, he believes in it. Rage marketing, I think is what he calls it. Because they're like, why do you do this, Prada man? What are you doing?
And I get that people say like there's like all publicity is good publicity. I see. I don't know if I agree with that. Like I feel that negative publicity on you is still like it's bad. That's bad. Like I don't understand that saying. I don't know.
I don't either. I don't understand it. I think good energy brings good energy. That's why with good people in the space, honest people that are they're very hard to find. That's why whenever I fell across this project, MetaMonkey.AI, knowing that you went to South Korea, somebody in the space you're respected, like you're a legend. I don't know if you know that.
I appreciate that, but I don't consider that at all.
No, seriously. So I trust your opinion about what's going on. I see you like, you're one of the leaders in the space. And that's why I say we need to all do a good job representing crypto because like we have people watching us and people who know what they're talking about. You need to be paying attention. And the fact that you went over to South Korea and you saw with your own eyes in a slab, I feel comfortable knowing that they invited you over and that they didn't even hesitate about it. That's what I like.
Yeah, I sort of was going in on a little bit hard on my stream because it is hard to find. Like it's hard to find people to trust in this space. Rodney was talking about on the stream this morning, and I have to agree with them. Who do you trust? Like who can you honestly trust in this space? And like and it sucks because like people say, oh, they trust me. You know what I mean? It's like it sucks because like I trust myself. Like I trust what I'm bringing out here. Like I want to like, but again, it's like there's so many bad players in this space, influencers included, that like you just don't know, right? And these people that might just be getting here and just don't know like what the influencer's agenda really is behind this whole thing. You know what I mean? And we're starting to see a lot more of that in this space. We're obviously seeing the SEC starting to go after a lot of influencers now for promoting pump and dumps and things like that. And so like I think it's just going to get worse, you know. And I've said it before. You know, I'm not clean either. You know, I've made videos and promotional content on projects, and I've been paid for it. And those projects, you know, Bubba Tama is one of them. You know, but I watched my funds go to the bottom with that one. Like I didn't cash out. You know, I still, you know, it was just like sometimes you believe in this, but then we've all become sort of like educated. I think a lot of us have become so much more educated over the year that like we just won't put ourselves in those positions again. Like I personally will not put myself in a position to talk about a project ever again. I think MetaMonkey.AI is MMAI is my last project that I'll ever talk about or you know work with. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I don't see myself with another project because I'm not that close to the product. Like I got an opportunity to sit at the table with this team, and like I know what's going on a daily basis. We talk every day. We meet every day. Like not a lot of people get that, you know what I mean? And I just don't see myself doing it. And I just don't know if I trust a ton of people in the space to tell me like this investment's great while they're dumping on us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why, yeah, for you to say that though, y'all, I don't know if y'all heard him say that. That is big time. He says this is the last time or last project he's really truly going to work with. That says a lot because you love crypto.
Yeah, and I honestly won't. I mean, that's the thing. What's up, Wadi? What's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, everyone? What's going on, Austin Space Chick? How's everyone in the chat?
Just chilling. But yeah, I don't see myself. I don't see myself. I'll talk about projects. Like I'll talk about it on my own free will. You know, the last thing I want, and I think this is like what always got me, is that I don't ever want to be like told that I have to make content or that I'm required to make content on this, or like that's not why I got into the space. And that's one thing I felt when I was taking sponsorships is like the need to like have to put out content. And like any of the people that you know, like just with the people that are on MetaMonkey.AI, like you and Wadi and you know Crypto Reels and all these people, like I never sit there and be like, you got to put out a video like twice. So that's just not how I am. Like it's here for support. Like if you want to make some content, make some content. Like that's what it's about for me. And like I never want people to feel that they have to, because like I hated that feeling. Like, oh, I got to get one out on, you know, this next day, like 4 videos once a week on this day and this day. You know how that goes. And
Yeah.
I just don't like that, you know, and I hated that feeling. And I just will never do that again, ever. So
I think that forces the pumping and the hype. If there's nothing to talk about with the project, then there's nothing more to talk about. Just keep people updated. But it's like the hyping. I know I get excited about certain projects. So that's why I'm like, some people see it as like, oh, you're hyping. I'm like, no, I'm like literally the projects I'm invested in, 3 main ones. Those are the ones I'm most excited about. And I've done my share, you know, like I got sponsored by one I wasn't proud of. I can't even remember the name of it. I'm willing to say it anyway, but I did. I put money into it. I said at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the video, this is a degen play. I held all the way to the end. I didn't make any money off of it, but I took that video down because I was like, I learned a lesson. I'm not going to do this. I'd rather go do something else, pick up another shift, DoorDash, whatever I have to do before I do that, because that's my reputation. So,
and I think a lot of people realize that, you know, a lot of people are starting to realize how much, I mean, look at the FTX fiasco, you know, all the people that were promoting FTX, large time influencers, large time celebrities, they're just not, you know, you lose credibility. Like that's what happens. And, you know, are you building a platform right now to just make money, or are you building a platform to talk about what you love to talk about and like have an intact reputation at the end of this? I mean, you got to ask yourself that.
It's true. I know Wadi over there, he just got rugged on my side. At least he's not upside down.
That is true.
Like I don't know what that was. Legal alien, you need to get StreamYards. Like literally, I don't know what you're doing on Discord.
Did you ever fix that, or were you just upside down the whole time?
I was upside down the whole time, and then I couldn't hear y'all. So
No, it's funny because I was just trying to see if there was a way I could put a background or something, because I'm in my bedroom And yeah, all of a sudden I click on back and I exit the whole studio.
No, you're good.
You're like, nope, I'm out. But Wadi, you also you're really good with your content. So that's what I'm saying. There's people in this space that I look up to and I've learned from, and you always want to be around people that know things. I have smart friends, and so MetaMonkey.AI, they are dealing with NS Lab. To me, that's like doing the same thing. They're dealing with people that, have had good partnerships and all of that. They're dealing with legit projects, LG. I mean, I always use that one because that's the most familiar, I feel like, with a lot of people.
Yeah, LG. I mean, they've worked with Samsung. They've obviously worked with the Defense Department of South Korea. But yeah, it's not just NS Labs. There's also ICT, which is another research center that they work with. There's Cretivia, which is another big part of this whole thing. And then obviously the mother company of them all is Cognigo, which is really driving the ship for MMAI. One of the, like we talked about yesterday on the Twitter space, is Cognigo. People always come back and they say. I think the website they're linking up. There's a new website dropping, so
it's like real. It's really like they're really revamping it. That's cool. I love it. Okay, that's a good thing. That's a positive thing to me.
Yeah, no. So they got the new one because there's some things that we're putting out there. Obviously, you guys know that the Pure Wallet's coming. I mean, it's just right around the corner. This Metaverse is right there on the cusp as well. So I think there's just a lot of positivity behind here. And like the one cool thing is that we've really, we've been really focusing on everything in our power to make the token drive what we're doing in the Metaverse, drive what we're doing with the Pure Wallet, and like that's what I'm excited about.
Like making an actual change in the space. But it's not just the Pure Wallet, because we've talked about the Pure Wallet. It's going to be updated and done by 2023, right? I mean, 2022, this year. We're going to see the new updated.
Yeah, so so obviously this is out there. You can actually download this still on Google Play. Like people forget that that's like still out there to be downloaded. So like that app is just going to be updated, and people are going to have access to it. The big one is trying to get onto Apple. Everyone knows that Apple is probably the hardest thing to get onto when it comes to the apps. And in the last 2 months, they've really changed their policies on financial apps coming onto iOS. So like, I think if anything gives us a hang up, it's going to be Apple. Obviously we're already through with Google. It's just updating the app over there. And again, that's really where we're at with it. But the cool thing about it is it's going to continually be updated. Like they have a whole team over there working on the updates of the wallet, and we're going to continue to get better. It might not be perfect when it first comes out the gate. Like there could be some things that people aren't fond of. Maybe people want to see changes. Like that's been the best part about this project is if someone feels that they have a better idea or they want to see something, like we're all open ears for it. Always have been, always will be. Like I think that's the only way you change it is listening to the people that are actually using it. So
yeah, 90 days out, 3 months, and they already put out a wallet. MMAI already put out a wallet, already ready for the update. And they put it out so that they could get suggestions from people how to make it better. That's what I liked. Like, okay, we can make it. We made it. Here y'all go. And it's a really good wallet, online, offline. We've talked about, is there going to be a toggle switch? That's what a lot of people were wondering.
Yeah, and in that video that you just had, there is up in the I think it's the left hand corner. There is a little on off toggle, but that's not really the cold storage. What that's doing is just allowing there to be a disconnection to the wallet. So you don't have to. It's just allowing you to then make trades and not have to disrupt your entire app when you're making those transfers in an offline state. Yeah, so you can see right there, there's that little talk. Yeah. But the big thing is that it goes into a smart contract, and it really technically, we say off chain, it's still on Etherscan, but it's technically off chain, which then makes it into like a cold storage smart chain or smart contract that you don't have, no one has access to because it's in an offline state. And so like that's the selling point of this wallet, people want to go move their money onto a ledger or go move their money onto, whatever, some cold storage, but there's no computing power. When you put it onto like that thumb drive, like the Nano, like there's no computing power behind it. There's limited space. Like people forget about these things, you can't go put 10 Bitcoin on a ledger nano. Like it's just not going to work. You have to go probably buy like 20 nanos to put 10, to put your Bitcoin on. And I mean, I guess if you have 10 Bitcoin, you're sitting pretty. But I mean, I'm just saying,
I was like, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but you couldn't just go store all your crypto onto a ledger. You'll run out of it, just like a thumb drive. You run out of space to put videos or pictures on. Same exact thing with crypto. But on these phones, we have a lot of computing power on the phones. We got a lot of, like, we're coming out with 1 terabyte hard drives behind here now. So I don't know. I just think that it's a really good move, and no one's done it. Like, no one has this in the space right now. People have this concept, but they've never been able to put it into a non-custodial wallet like we're doing. So like, that's what's badass about this. And
so quickly, this is a good question from Big Watch Dude. Will the wallet have dark mode? That's a good question. I like dark mode myself.
I think it can. Like I said, I don't think that's a hard feature. I'm gonna have to ask the team. I thought that we were talking about that, but I hope it does. I'd like a dark mode on it versus just the the light mode.
Me too. Yeah. I like how we have so many videos up. Everybody, we have a lot of videos up of the metaverse, how we went in there, and you can walk through NS Lab and see all the partnerships they have. That is an actual place. Austin went there in South Korea, and South Korea is leading in technology and cryptocurrency, right?
Yeah, and I mean the team's there right now, staying in the dorms on the campus in NS Lab. So
So they're working on it every single day. They're there. That makes me feel more comfortable as an investor.
Crypto realist, he's like, dark mode is a requirement.
That's awesome. Heck
we'll see if we put it out there too fast, then people won't be excited for the next update. So maybe we'll have to like wait on that one. So then when that one comes, everyone cheers for it,
Wadi, you won. Yeah, they'll be like, dark mode. You won this also, right? I won last week.
I got to pay, dude. I forgot. I've got to pay you guys. I totally spaced that, dude. By the way, my bad.
Oh my goodness, I got mine right away. Maybe because Fan was in charge of it. I don't know. Oh my goodness.
No, I got lucky last night, and it's funny because, well, I'm not gonna tell you my secret because then y'all figure out how I won. But I wasn't really expecting to win, but I say, you know what, just to support the project, I'll do it anyway. And next thing you know, I get a DM from Dr. Crypto, you won. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you want to do it? I'm like, oh shit, thank you. But yeah, I mean, it's this project, like you guys were saying, I'm really excited because just everything that's going on, everything that they're doing. And like you said earlier when I was in the chat, Austin is considered a legend in the space, whether he believes it or not. But you know what? That's the best part about him, that he's humble. So, sorry, that's my youngest daughter. She just got in. Hey, baby.
You're not picking up the girls?
No, they got a trip, so I gotta pick them up.
And I appreciate that, and I guess for me, like when we had Francis come into space, dude, like great ball of energy that guy was. I mean, it totally, it just like a good vibe from it. But like, I guess what for me is that like that's a lot of, it's still pressure because like I want everyone to win, right? And so when people come into these projects, because like you talk about it, or and you feel the same way, Space Chick, and same with you, Wadi. Like if someone says, hey, I got in this project because of you, you'd be like, wow, dude, like now, like there's some pressure. You want to perform, you want it to do well, like you want people to win. And like when Terrarium first came out, right? And everything was going great and people were taking profits and like people were like, dude, like this changed my life. Like this, like that is like such a good feeling that people are actually winning in the space. Shinja was one of them as well. And like, that's what you want to hear. You want to hear people that invested their money, they made good gains, and maybe it changed their life, got them a house, maybe they bought a car, whatever it might be. Like, that's what you want in the space. And so it's more pressure to make sure that we deliver as a team. And like, I called Andrew and I told him, like, after that space last night, I was like, dude, like we need to go kick some ass because like I need people to like win even. We need that. We just need a win,
Yeah, but like honestly speaking, at times I know exactly what you mean. Like before I decided to become a YouTuber, um, there's also other reasons why, but one of the things that made me feel good was the fact that one of my friends approached me and he was like, "Bro, you helped me invest in chain at the time. That's why I speak about it so much." And he made $500,000.
Wow.
So I was
Hmm.
like, shoot, if I could do that myself, it would have been great, obviously. But I'm more of a I don't practice what I preach type of guy at times. But no, and then there was another guy. I don't know if you guys remember Pondy X, but I told him about it when it was less than a penny. He held about for a year, and he made $100,000 and went to his country.
Wow.
He over there, he made a business, and he's good. He's living the good life. He told me whenever I want to go over there, just to hit him up and he'll buy the plane tickets.
Dude,
But
that's
no,
legit.
yeah. So long story short, I felt like, man, when he told me, "Look, you helped me here," and everybody encouraged me, I was like, okay, maybe I should do a YouTube channel. And then other things that happened in my past, that I don't want people making the same mistakes. So those are the reason why I did that. Now, when you join a project that is good, like MetaMonkey AI, and you see that things are actually working out comparing to the projects that you spoke about before, and unfortunately things doesn't work out, I understand the pressure that you feel because you feel like, damn, I promoted this and this turned to be garbage, right? But then at the same time, I also understand this, Austin, which hopefully that would take some pressure off from you, bro. That at the end of the day, we only bring the project to their attention. And after they do the research, they decide whether they want to invest or not. That's it.
That's true.
No, I understand. I understand that, but there's also, getting out in front of it, talking about the things that are coming, and it's just making sure that they deliver on. If we say we're going to do something, it's following through with what you say. And like a lot of people say, like, a lot of the prizes out there say, we over prom, over under promise, over deliver, that whole
Mhm.
saying. But every one of those projects, most, a handful are still here, but a majority of them no longer here. I mean, it's just a saying. And again, no one follows through with what they say they're going to do, except a very few amount of projects in the space that have actually done it.
Yeah.
Um, but for the most part, like we just don't see that. You know what I mean? So I do feel like with MMAI, like we have to deliver. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like I wouldn't be here if I didn't think that they were going to be able to deliver something. I wouldn't be talking about it like I was talking about it. I wouldn't be, asking you guys. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want the team to be in here. Like I wouldn't want any of that. You know what I mean? I would be gone. But like we're actually seeing it firsthand. We're seeing people. You guys were able to get into the metaverse. You were able to walk around.
Yeah.
You were able to download the Pure Wall. You're seeing that like this is like real. Like this isn't just some fake made up stuff that we're just throwing out there on a website. And
Yep.
I think that that's the difference between this project and most out there is that in a short period of time, we're able to deliver more than a lot of other projects have been able to because we are working with a company that is a technology company. Like I mean that's the people can hate us for that. And it seemed like early on people were like, "Oh, you're working with NS Labs." It's like, well yeah. I mean, name another project here that is solely built off the shoulders of the developer. Probably none. They probably have to go out and get help from someone to make something, right? I mean, it wasn't like that developer wasn't sitting at home on his computer building out everything. So
Yep.
Some act like they do.
No,
yeah,
no,
there's no way that they do, dude. There's no way.
No way. Kai has a good question right here. So, does Pure Wallet turn your own personal device into a hard wallet?
Yes, that's exactly what it does. The Pure Wallet itself has a smart contract built into it to where your phone, you're able to move your tokens into an offline setting, which actually makes it into, like I said, a cold storage on your phone. So again, the only way you'll have access to that is yourself, and you can turn off access to the device, And like I said, once it's in that cold storage, no one can actually get in there unless they have another Pure wallet and they're in the direct vicinity of you and you have it on and you're actually sending it over. But that's no different than if you were to actually send a cold storage. Like right now, if you were to actually download Nano, same exact process. So you have to be in the direct vicinity of your device, has to be plugged in. You got to have your phone to access it. And so, yeah, that's exactly what would happen. And again, you'll be able to make these transfers, at any given time. So, that's what's nice about it, is that you could be on a trip in South Korea, market's taking a crap, and you can have access to your cold storage versus it going, crap, I left it in my safe in my office at home, and now I have no access to it. Like, that's the benefit of this, because we all know in crypto, it changes rapidly, and we want to have access to that stuff. I want to have access to my crypto. Like, the thought of not having access to my crypto makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
oh man. Mm-mm.
no, I mean, even I myself, at times, like I did bought a ledger. I even have a SafePal, and at the end of the day, to be honest with you, after seeing like the collapse with Celsius, Voyager, Luna Sea, and everything else, I was like, no, I can do it. I need to be able, not even on a hot wallet, like for some reason, even though I know it's not 100% safe, but for some reason, I need to be able to trade that quick. So I have it on a exchange and I'm holding on to it. And that's that.
Mhm. I know it worries me. I've been even scammed before, and it was just awful. It was so bad, and you learn from these mistakes, and then you have a project like this come out, and you are more grateful for it if you've lived through these experiences.
Yeah.
But at least we live another day to tell somebody else.
And that's what it's about, right? Educating everyone. Like, I mean, 2022 was the year to not only educate yourself, but learn the ins and the outs of crypto and what the worst side of crypto really is. And I think that it's only up from here. I mean, I don't think we could hit nothing else is going to shock us, right? I mean, people could say, well, Binance going under will shock us. If it goes under, I don't know if I'll be shocked. I mean, like, I'd be like, all right. I mean, another freaking, another one down. I mean, okay, but yeah, it'll
Did
be
you
super
hear
interesting.
TV whenever David Gokhshtein, he was asking, he said, hey, will you come and help us, pretty much like the US, like, and talk to our guys about it?
He said, no, I try
Our
to avoid the
listeners?
US.
I have other priorities. I was like, oh, come on, CZ. We'll buy you a plane ticket.
I don't blame him, man. He's probably like, dude, there's no way I'm going to DC to talk about crypto in front of you guys.
Hell no, I wouldn't either. I'd stay far away. I'd be like, I got a lunch date. I can't miss. I don't know where that came from, y'all. I'm
No,
still
but
amazed
at
by
least you guys are lucky because I believe your states you're able to use Binance US. Me, it sucks because since I'm basically in the center of Wall Street, Wall Street is in Manhattan, so I don't think that's the reason they allow majority of the crypto exchange. The only one that is allowed is Coinbase, and there's limited access to the coins that you could buy there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
This
weird that
is-
you guys don't have Binance.us.
I know. For real. Mr.
So-
Big Watch Dude has a good question, y'all. Has MMAI determined the amount of MetaMonkey.AI tokens to hold in the wallet yet?
The answer to that is yes, we have. We have determined an amount. It just hasn't been released yet. I'm hoping here in the next couple of days we might have some news on it to drop out there for everyone. And it is exciting. Like I said, I mean, the cool thing is that one thing when we decide how many tokens it is and it actually gets released, you don't lose those tokens. You know what I mean? Like it's, when you go to buy a hardware wallet, you spend $179. You spend it, you lose your $179. With this, you're buying a position, so whatever that position is, and you're holding that position. And anytime you want to no longer use the service, you just sell your tokens and you get your money. Technically, you get your money back. You might have more money than what you did before when you first started if the price goes up, but in all reality, you're getting something back. You're not losing out by selling your position to stop that process or to stop that service. So I don't know. I think it's a pretty cool deal when you really start to think about it.
I like how MetaMonkey.AI deals with e-com, also with as much money as in e-com every year. And I think what the thing is with people kind of, we're kind of giving us like a raised eyebrow at the beginning was because it's mind bending. This project is mind bending. Like it's about blockchain. It's about e-com. It's about changing the crypto space with this online offline wallet and more. Like so many more things are to come with the project. It's insane. But I like this article right here. MetaMonkey.AI NS Lab set to deploy pure wallet blockchain solution Metaverse platform in Nigeria. They love crypto over there.
And I mean the sixth largest. I think they're the sixth largest populated country in the world too. So I mean it's it's a big partnership that's coming up here. Again, you guys all heard about the Nigerian rainforest of what they're working on with the blockchain and the metaverse. A lot of that's going to go back to not only our pure wallet, but it's also going to go back to them being able to showcase their rainforest and all the endangered species that are there, and we're going to be able to see that sitting in our living room or on our computer and be able to enter into there. And I don't know. I'm excited. Those are the kind of partnerships that are really, really cool about this. So
it's different for sure. It's different. When I talk to my friends about MetaMonkey.AI, I said, "Yeah, you can buy something, and it shows up at your doorstep." They're like, "No way." I was like, "Yeah,
it's just like it's just like, and that's where I feel it's important that like we're working hard at trying to. And like I know Augie and them are working really hard at working with WooCommerce to incorporate Web 2 with the Web 3. You know what I mean? And we know that Web 2 is not going anywhere. We know that like WooCommerce and all them are still in that Web 2 area, that space. So like it's not going to be overtaken anytime soon. But to be able to incorporate Web 2 with Web 3 and be able to make sure that when you're in a Web 3 or a metaverse, you're still able to access Web 2 is super important. And I think that like that's the area that's missed in a lot of this, is that people don't understand that concept, or maybe they haven't thought about that concept. And so they're like, there's no way we're fully going to entrench in Web 3. And I agree, we're not going to fully entrench, but there is ways around it to where you can be in Web 3 and still have access to Web 2. So
it's like if you get a PS5 and you can play your PS4 games.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool, right?
That'd be cool.
I love it. Yeah. I mean, like that's how it should have been long ago. I mean, I hated when your PS3 would come out and you're like, crap, I got to buy all new games. You know what I mean? Like it was like, damn, that sucks.
Now the PS5, don't even get me started. I could have totally bought one, but I bought crypto instead. I was like, no, I'm gonna be able to buy like 10 of these one day. Okay, I should have just bought the damn PS5.
If I bought PS5, I would probably stream crypto once a day and just play like COD all day long, dude. Fam would hate me.
I miss playing games. I've been on damn YouTube forever for all these months.
I know.
Crypto is addicting. It's hard. It's really hard. Do you think? Okay, just I know this is kind of like out there. It just came to me right now, very random. But do you think the Pure Wallet or MMAI could ever do anything like what Robinhood has done ever?
Just what do you mean exactly?
Like the platform, like something like that ever? No, right?
Because being like its own exchange or something like that.
Yeah.
You're talking about for MetaMonkey.AI being an exchange potentially?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give my thoughts on exchanges. So one thing about exchanges that makes it really hard for exchanges, and trust me, we've talked about this, like being an exchange, I don't think being an exchange is a good business. First off, like I don't think it really is, because look at all the stuff that's going, like all these exchanges are going through right now. I mean, and to be able to have that backing and that support, like where are these exchanges getting their Bitcoin from? How do we know what their reserves are? How do we know that they're one for ones? And I mean, to be a large exchange, you got to have a lot of backing. You got to have a lot of Bitcoin. You got to have a lot of these things. And on top of that, you're getting, if you can be the world's largest, or, any of these top, 10 or maybe even 20 exchanges, you're probably making some good money off of exchanges and transfer fees and all that kind of stuff. But like, when you really start to think about it, I mean, the regulation that comes with centralized exchanges, the licensing requirements that come with centralized exchanges, you're not in all those fees that you accumulate. I just don't know if it's the best business practice. And today, I mean, a lot of us are here because we like decentralization, not because and we sort of avoid centralization.
I never thought of it like that, though. They kind of, in the whole business and the whole, spectrum of it, they kind of, I wonder, well, never mind. I'm like, I wonder why they do it. Well, never mind.
But I will say this though, is that when it comes to like decentralization, whenever you have a blockchain, you're going to have to create a swap. You're going to have to be able to someone to be able to swap from whatever your coin is to a new coin. So when our blockchain comes down, like that's all on the table to be discussed. So I do think that like when there's a decentralization, you got to find a way to allow that process to happen. So that's why I think DeFi, like decentralization, is so much more powerful, is because there's so many things that you can do and keep things on the DeFi side of it. And I don't know, man. I would much rather have a swap than I would an exchange, just because again, you're doing the same thing, but you're on the decentralized side of it. There's not a ton of regulation with it, and you're still doing the same exact thing you would on a centralized exchange, except if someone can build it in an off ramp somewhere in between to where you can actually off ramp your money from the DeFi side versus having to go through a centralized exchange, and then they send it to your bank account. That takes anywhere from 3 to 5 days. Like if someone can bridge that gap somehow, like they're gonna win. Like that will be the winner of crypto right there.
Yeah, they will. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, seriously. That's the holy grail. If somebody could do that, you're so right.
And not even wallets do that. That's the thing that's crazy, is that wallets will allow you to on ramp. They'll allow you to pay $5,000 on your credit card on, by attaching it to your SafePal wallet and then buying crypto. But they won't let you do it the other way around. They won't let you attach a bank account to your SafePal wallet and move your USD or your fiat back to your bank account. And the question is why? Why won't they do that?
Exactly. I love how MetaMonkey.AI is keeping crypto. I love that. So that's good. I'm glad that you let us know that it's not gonna sway that way. We're staying.
And a lot of the exchanges out there will not make it. I'm gonna be honest, and I think a lot of us know that. A lot of us see the writing on the wall with these exchanges, especially after FTX and everything that even Binance is going through right now. I would say that these exchanges will be they'll be far less. There won't be that many exchanges come here in the next year. I mean, we'll probably only have like a handful of top exchanges, and the rest are not going to be here. Like that's my honest opinion.
No, I think so too. No, I do. I believe so too, because every day I've been checking CoinMarketCap, and so today there's 534 exchanges. So, and we have over 22,000 cryptocurrencies, and that's gone up this week by over 10 already. And we're barely, what are we, Thursday? Are we Thursday?
Thursday today, yep. Oh. We got the Seahawks playing tonight, man.
Oh, look at you. Okay. Look, we got Chaka.
Chaka.
What up, Chaka?
King. He has in Crypto Lounge, everybody, but man, he's got some music always pumping in his videos and everything. You want to be dancing and watching his videos. We got some MMAI love. I saw that the holder count's going up, and I really feel like the people involved in the project are very loyal people and very educated people and very, very smart people in the space. I mean, we have really smart people here in the chat. You know what I mean? Like, these are people who actually do their research. And that's what I like. I like learning from other people in the space. And like you said, a swap, definitely. Exchange, no. Keeping it crypto, keeping it DeFi. I think that's I'm glad we went over that, because that was something.
Yeah, I think that's important to, when you start to really talk about just everything else. I mean, I just don't know if centralized exchange is going to be here. I mean, because like right now, you go to just like right now, if you went to CoinGecko and you went to their 617 exchanges that they list, and you go down the list of all the exchanges, you could see all the exchanges that are out of business, like all these, BTC, Binance Dex, like all these things are out of business. I mean, you go through the whole list of these, and it's insane. These people aren't even doing anywhere from 100,000 and 24-hour trade volume. I mean,
Damn.
It's crazy when you start to dive
And
into
they
these
even-
exchanges. I mean, even the top 200 exchanges right now. So we'll just go to the top 200 exchanges. It's called like Sushi Swap is
getting
doing.
rugged and
Oh, are you getting rugged?
But I was also going to say, Austin, you know, majority of the
Am I?
wallets nowadays. Oh,
I
you're
think you're
good.
good. You're rugged a little bit there. What's up, buddy?
Oh no, that majority of the wallet, like from what I noticed, PayPal, um, Trust, and a few other wallets, they got their own like in-house swap. So maybe in the future, I believe MetaMonkey.AI, our pure wallet is gonna do the same thing. Because didn't didn't Augustine said that they're gonna have like the stable coins in there for you to be able to swap it. So maybe for now it's gonna be the stable coins, but later on they could probably add some more projects in there.
So the goal, honestly, the goal for the wallet is to have every ERC20 token into that cold storage, every BSC into that cold storage. Like we want to get XRP, we want to get every token possible. But like right now, the contract is already built for ERC20 tokens and ERC20 stables and all that kind of stuff. Like that's our focus, is to get every ERC20 coin or token onto the platform. So like Quant, you go down the list of all the ERC20, and then like I said, I mean they're even right now, they've already I probably shouldn't say this, but I mean like the BSC side, like that's already coming together. Like so now imagine being able to stake all your BSC. So, and we'll make the announcements like as soon as we start listing tokens, we're gonna come out and say MetaMonkey Cold Storage now now has Quant, now has XRP, now has this. Like we're gonna release those because I mean, just like Ledger does, right? They come out and say, "Yeah, we're accepting this now," and then we're gonna do the same thing. And you'll be able to move your tokens over there, and it will be able to match each other. So that swap function is gonna be in there. We're gonna be able to. One of the top things is to be able to swap from ETH to BNB inside the wallet. Like we want to do that, right?
Nice.
But we also want to be able to swap, Matic to ETH or Matic to BNB. We want to be able to do all that. And then when we have our own blockchain, you're going to have to be able to swap that coin into whatever you want to do as well. So that's where the when you go to Matic, right, you have QuickSwap. When you go to Crow, you got Chronos. When you go to Uniswap, you got ETH. So it's like you have to do the same thing. Terra, you got Terra Swap with with Luna Classic. So or you got the Terra Station. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how this thing evolves. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
I like that all the tokens will be listed on there. That's what I like. That's very bullish. That to me says a lot, because I mean, you don't see that. You'll see certain tokens and then they make a big old deal about that, but then where do they go? You don't hear any noise. But now all of them, that says and speaks volumes. There.
So what's crazy is if you go look right now on exchanges, there's only 113 exchanges right now doing over 1 million in 24-hour trade volume.
Oh, where are you seeing that?
And what the last one is on that list out of all of them? You know what the number one is?
Which one?
Lazarex. The number one exchange in India is doing they're only doing 1 million in 24-hour trade volume.
Oh wow.
Which by the way, that exchange token, which is Waxir, man, that did pretty good in the bull market.
Yeah, and then it literally falls off, and then it goes down, and the number 121 ranked token right now, or 121 ranked, is called Flybit, and they're doing 16,000. That's where the fall off is. 16,000 24-hour trade volume, and it's just like, man.
Oh wow! No way. That's interesting.
Yeah,
that is wild.
Pretty wild when you start to really look at it.
One more thing, Austin. The 5% tax buy, is that still going on, or how long is that?
Yeah, it's still going on, and I don't think we're gonna. I mean, this is just me being honest. I don't think we're gonna move back to 10. I mean, I think our goal is to continue to have a step down. to eventually have 0-0. So
Okay.
when the blockchain drops, we're going to have 0-0. So by June of this year, when the blockchain drops, we'll have a 0-0 tax. So we won't even be out a year yet, and we're going to have a blockchain and have 0-0 tax. And we're like, our goal. That's what's so funny about this space is that everyone assumed that we were this meme coin because of MetaMonkey.AI and all this kind of stuff. But like, I think we've always presented ourselves as an altcoin and wanted to be an altcoin. And I think that like in the space that we're in, like people are most likely here for the meme coin, degen plays. They want that 10x. Like that's what they're here for. And so, here we are marketing an altcoin. We're marketing an altcoin to people, and some people are just like, that's just not me, and that's fine. But I think that that's where our hang up was, and it's okay because people will start to see the value in this. Like people will start to download the wallet. They'll start to see the value in it, and the more people we get to download it, and the more partnerships we get, we'll just continue to see an increase based off use case, not off a hype, which is what a lot of these meme coins are, right? I mean, again, it's no shade at that meme coin, no shade because trust me, I'm a degen. I jump in off hype too, but like, it's just nice to have something where that's where you're building it off of use case and building the charts off use case, not off of some hype. That's it.
Yeah.
Let's see what Mr. Big Watch Dude, man, you're in here with some really awesome questions. Thank you, sir. Did I hear you say there will be multiple MMAI blockchains in the future? Yes, you did hear correct, sir. If so, what will they be used for?
Yeah, so what a lot of people, when they think of blockchain, they think that cryptocurrency has to be the runner of the blockchain. Like to build a blockchain, you don't have to have a token that runs that blockchain. Like all blockchain is just a place that compiles data. That's all a blockchain is at a rapid speed. And so you can take blockchains and create blockchains without any token or any financial token attached to it. And so that's what's going to happen. I mean, we are working with a city in to create a metaverse and to have a blockchain city in South Korea. And you don't have to have a token attached to make that city run off of a blockchain. Then the one that we're running over there, that's already been created and we're going to deploy over in Nigeria for the rainforest. Like there doesn't need to be a token attached to a blockchain for that. You know what I mean? All it is just being able to make it run at a faster speed. So that metaverse will just run off a blockchain that they'll be able to utilize. That's it. So NS Labs building blockchains for those people doesn't mean there has to be a token attached to it. Now, our blockchain will. Our blockchain is obviously built off of the e-commerce platforms, off the metaverse, and so like that one will. But that's sort of to differentiate between the blockchains that's going on.
Isn't that mind-blowing? Everything you just heard right now, everybody, to me, that is super, super, super bullish. Let me see. Twinsen said because honestly, blockchain, that's why I see this more as more of a business, more than a crypto, because it is more than a crypto. I get that this was built because of the e-com, right? I mean, that's and that is where it started with the metaverse, then the pure wallet, then we're having a blockchain, but we're gonna have 3 altogether, correct?
Say it again. Sorry.
We're gonna have 3 blockchains like all together by June. Is that what I
don't know if they're all going to be together by June, but they will. Like I said, all the blockchains that are coming out are going to be, made by NS Labs and in partnership with MMAI. So, yeah, that's really what's going to happen. But the one main blockchain, the one that we're coming out in June, it's like that's our focus. Like that's when we'll move from a token to a coin. Every token that we have here will eventually be a coin that we own in our wallets. Like that's going to happen. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say that is a very interesting question right there.
Yeah.
But Space Jake, do the honors.
What will be the incentive to run nodes for MMAI? Well, I mean, you tell us, Austin.
Yes, I mean, like, the big thing is like, when you're running nodes, all it is just like they're keeping copies of the ledger or whatever you're doing. They're storing, data, things like that. So what's the incentive behind it? So he's saying like, is there going to be rewards for running nodes? Like Classy Crypto, for instance, just opened up his node for Luna Classic. And so anyone that's staking or anyone that's, running through and getting the blocks will be incentivized by it. Well, there is a smart contract that came out with our blockchain. There's a smart auto mining that we have on there. So as far as nodes, you can actually go through and read that. I should see if I can pull that up. Let's see if I have that real quick. There was a tweet on it.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Twinton is a friend of mine. He's a miner. And so I'm learning more about mining through the small conversations that we've had through my chat and everything. I need to learn more about mining. I feel like that's where it's at.
He's gonna so tell you the truth, Twinson. I'm gonna find this article. It's on Twitter. I'm gonna send it to her. It's a smart auto. It's a here. Let me see if I can find it real quick and get it over. It's the smart auto. This is a new mining way of doing it, and I know people are like, "What does that even mean?" Like, because we are gonna be proof of work, and so people were sort of clowning us for going back to proof of work. However, there has been something that's been tested, tried and true, and it's patented technology by NS Labs, which is called the smart auto mining that they've incorporated in here. And so again, they made it to where you don't always have to be running your nodes. You don't have to always be running your system to be able, and that it waits for the block to come, and then it will mine it, and then it will go offline. And when it hits again, it will run it, come back online. But see, like I'm a big guy and I like mining. Like I'm excited that we're gonna be able to make this a mineable token. Like MetaMonkey.AI will be mineable. If you're in the metaverse, you will be auto mining in the metaverse. You can choose that option. You can decide not to mine in the metaverse. So if you're in there hanging out in our metaverse, you will be mining automatically on your computer or in your phone or whatever it is.
Nice.
In this, the auto mining allows it to be done on a phone and not fry your system because it only mines when there's actually a block. It's not continually running. So let me find this and I'll send it in the chat here real quick.
Yeah, definitely mining is its own language in itself. Like I got down crypto and NFTs this year down pretty damn good, but this mining, this is a lot of people, a lot of my friends are making money off of it, or they've been scammed for mining also. I didn't know you could be scammed from doing that. I didn't know, but it's wonderful.
Yeah, well,
I put it in the private chat. You could copy that and put it down in the other chat for Twinsin, and he could take a look at it. It's the entire abstract and document. This is written by Dr. Kim, who is running the NS Labs and is doing our blockchain and everything. And he's the one that also created the Pure Wallet. And so this gives you a pretty good detail of everything that we're going to do when it comes to, all of our nodes and everything that you want to know about, man. It even talks about it in there. It has all the data and everything. So it's a very, very good, well put together document.
I like it. Cool. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is next on the list. Smart auto mining for industrial.
Just a sec. Okay. I got to do something real quick. Hold on.
No worries. I know I'm fixing to get off here in just a second because I want people to come back and watch it. You know what I mean? Hour always seems like the best amount of time for people to come back and watch the videos. But I love this project. I like everything that it's doing. It's doing multiple things at once. It's not just a crypto whatsoever. It's more than a crypto. It's blockchain. You hear everything we're talking about right now. I mean, Wadi, tell them.
No, I mean, like I said, what got me so excited about this project, other than that I see a very hard-working developer, is the fact that, Austin was able to go to South Korea. He was able to even record the signing of the paperwork with NS Lab and everything. So then we're able to test out the metaverse. We're able to test out the Pure Wallet. I mean, like I said, what else can we say to let people know this is a real project? It's not like other project came out, oh yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. 3 years later, we're still waiting. Hey, where's everything at? And this project is only a couple of months old, and they have been delivering since day one. And that's what I love about MetaMonkey.AI. That's why I firmly believe in it. And I'm looking forward to the wealth that it will probably make for all of us. That's all.
Yep, it's so true. 100% agree with you, Wadi, because it's doing so many things, execution every single time. There's always delivery from the devs and information that we find out. I'm grateful for also. Thank you, because then we learn more. Mr. Big Watch, dude, will MMAI do a tutorial for those of us who know nothing about mining?
Yeah, I mean, I think mining, how this is going to work out is it's going to allow you to, like I said, if you're in the metaverse or on your phone, it's going to have an option for you to do it. But, if it does go onto a miner, and you got to go into like an F2 pool and things like that, there's so much information out there on how to do it. It's actually pretty easy if you think about it. You could type in like F2 pools, how they run. But when all that stuff comes out, we'll definitely lay it out there for everyone. And so, yeah, sorry I had to leave my daughter. One of my twins are home from school, so
Oh yeah,
I had to
no,
go help her.
It's all right.
we'll end it right here. But thank y'all so much for coming into the space cabin. I appreciate y'all so very much. I respect and love the MMAI family. Like, honestly, MetaMonkey.AI is where it's at, y'all. You don't miss the rocket, don't miss the boat, don't miss nothing. But anyway,
I appreciate you. Thanks for having me on here as well. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, anytime.
And likewise, thank you for having me. I know it was a last minute thing for me. I saw the link. I was like, oh, I'm joining. But thank you anyways.
Sure. All right, y'all. I hope everybody has a great day. I will talk to y'all later.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good one.
See you guys later.
Bye. Bye.